I just want to take a moment to say thank you to all of you all for coming. This community is designed to support you in that time. It's really to utilize when things are bad and when you're at your lowest.
I started to learn about emotions. I started to learn about finding root causes, right? Starting to understand addiction and how addiction is not, once again, the issue that we are using a negative stimulus as a coping mechanism.
Part of my mission is to make sure people know that everything we need comes in a natural form. It's already here for us.
I am determined. I am strong. And I am ready.
We must first lovingly accept what is. I often say, you can't heal a body you hate.
This is healthy blood cells. And that's what we're aiming for. So you can see the contrast. Okay? What you do matters.
Thank you all for coming. Be blessed. All righty. Well, we are here. Please, in the chat, let us know if you can hear us and if you can see us. I'm going to be very quickly kicking the ball to Johnny to get the show rolling. But I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Thanks for coming. Make sure to share this video out if you want someone to, kind of be a part of this process, learn about Lifewave, learn about the product, learn about the business. So give you guys a second. Go ahead and share that out to anybody that you're interested in growing with. Okay. So without further ado, John, I'm gonna go ahead and kick the ball to you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. So tonight we got a little something planned. The goal is to help you all familiarize yourself with some of the basics with the AHA Life Brand partnership. Answer after I got something. We were going to have Sierra come back on, but she is traveling right now. So she thoughtfully put us together something to kind of explain some of the different things, like as far as the business side of it goes, and just to kind of, to begin to get our feet wet with how we're going to, share and continue to grow. So there will be time for some questions. This recording is about 20 minutes, just going over, like I said, going over some basics. And then we'll leave time for some questions at the end, so you can. I know some of us got our packages, our sleeves in today, and started wearing them, and already started to feel some of the differences and what's kind of going on, which is always exciting. So we're pretty much going to just go ahead and get into it. Maybe I should have sent a preemptive message just to make sure, because there's some people asking me about the meeting tonight. And I gave the time, but I like to give a little. Let me say the meeting is starting right now. So yeah, we're gonna watch that, learn about some things together, and like I said, if you have some questions, you can feel free to write them in the chat. But just remember your questions, kind of save them so that
I'll star the questions, John. That way we can hit them all at the end.
All right, cool. And then, of course, any other questions that you had, just some other quick things, and we can go over that. So, it's about 10 minutes after the hour. So let's get ready and bring on virtual Sierra. Let's see.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sierra. If you haven't already met me before, I'm so sorry that I'm not able to be there live. I'm in a different time zone and it just wasn't going to work out today. But Chris and the other leaders have asked if I can go over a couple of things related to the business with Lifewave. So that's just what I'm going to do today. And then they can answer any questions after this call. And I'm always available for any questions as well. So no problem there. So I'm just going to start with sharing my screen and going over some materials here. Oh, let's go. So if you don't already have this website written down, I would make sure you save it, build331.com. This is what our team uses as your business building website. So it's 9 steps of success. The way we teach, the system we teach is called 331, hence the build331.com. So it's patch 3 people a day, follow up with 3 people a day, and invite 1 a day to your business. So you can go through these steps individually. I'm not going to do all of that today. I'm going to take you straight to the compensation plan and teach you about how to earn income. So when you click on the compensation plan, there's lots of materials here. I'm going to go through this first document, but I am just going to make it bigger so that it's easier to go through one by one. So the first thing we've got for earning commissions, and I just wanted to point out that this is an individual link as well. So if you ever wanted to share just this PDF with somebody, you can click into it and get the individual link. But okay, so the first way to earn money is our product introduction bonus. So what this means is when you personally enroll and personally sponsor somebody, whatever they choose as their enrollment option, you as the sponsor would receive the corresponding product introduction bonus. So if you sign someone up as a gold, you would earn $100 as your product introduction bonus. And if you sign somebody up as a diamond, you would earn $200 as your product introduction bonus. Silver, $50, etc. So that's for all of the 5 different enrollment options. One thing I would like to point out is this down here. When you buy/upgrade to a diamond pack and sponsor a platinum or diamond, your product introduction bonus is increased to $300 for platinum and $500 for diamond for your first 90 days. So normally as a diamond, you receive $200, but if you personally are a diamond and are within your first 90 days of being a diamond, that would actually be $500. So if you have anybody that's going to sign up as a diamond, it's probably best to have a conversation, if not just automatically upgrade yourself personally to a diamond at that point so that you earn the $500 bonus instead of the $200. There's something interesting to note about that. If you sign up 3 people within your first 90 days who are all diamonds, you basically just paid for the cost of your diamond enrollment anyways. So all your sampling products became free. So that's a great first goal to have within the business, is to sign yourself up as a diamond and to sign 3 people up as a diamond. But just wanted to make sure I pointed that out. And one thing that I would say while we're talking about this as well is when it comes to upgrades, one thing to keep in mind is you will pay the difference of the upgrade and receive the difference in the sleeves. So for example, silver here, it costs $300 and you receive 3 sleeves. If you upgrade it to gold, it costs $500 and you get 5.5 sleeves. So it would cost you $200 and you would receive the 2.5 sleeves to go from a silver to a gold. So that's accurate with all of the upgrades if you go from silver to diamond, etc. So upgrades are always possible. But no matter your rank, you'll receive a product introduction bonus, and this never goes away. Anytime you sign somebody up, you will receive the corresponding product introduction bonus. So that's the first way to earn commissions. This is the next way, binary commission, or it's referred to as cycle bonus. This way is very exciting. I love this way. But so this business is a binary tree, meaning you're only going to build a left leg and a right leg. And the people you sponsor are only building a left leg and a right leg. And everybody, we're all just building left legs and right legs because it's binary, means 2. So you cycle when you have 330 points on your lesser leg, which would be your smaller leg, and 660 points on your greater leg. It can be either, it could be left or right, that doesn't matter. It's just your lesser leg and your greater leg. Every time you reach this number of points in the tree, they'll get subtracted out and you'll earn $50. And this can happen hundreds of times. It can happen up to your maximum cap that you can earn on this, $25,000 per week. So this is based on your current week's rank. So you'll see here, bronze to diamond, you can only earn 100. Once you hit this first rank of manager, which I'm going to go over after this, is when you start to earn up to $1,500. So it's really important to get yourself to manager as quickly as possible so you can unlock the potential within the compensation plan. So key here is just 330, your lesser leg, 660, your greater leg, those points get subtracted and you earn $50. And you can just continue to do that all the way up to $25,000 per week. So that is this way. Then the next one we have is generational matching bonus. So the way this one works is your first generation would be who you personally sponsor. You'll earn 25% of whatever their cycle bonus was. So the bonus that I just spoke about, that $50 every time you hit 330 and 660, if you sponsor somebody who is cycling, you earn 25% of that. And it doesn't stop there. Anybody who this person sponsors, that would now be considered your second generation because they're 2 away from you. You'll earn 20% of whatever they make on their cycle bonus. And that continues into your third generation. You'll make 20% on your third generation as well, as long as you meet these certain criteria, which notice the first one is paid as manager or above. So that's why it's really important to get to manager so that you can also earn your generational matching bonus as well as your cycle bonus. Your product introduction bonus, the first one that I discussed, you're going to get that no matter what. You don't have to have a rank. You'll always get the product introduction bonus. But the other two, the rank is important. So manager, definitely very important. So that's all here. Oh, and there's no limit on this. If you sponsor 50 people in your first week, and they are cycling and you're paid as a manager or above, and you have yourself active on 110 points, you're going to earn 25% of every single one of those people. And as long as you hit the qualifications for the next rank, you'll get 20% of all of their people. There is absolutely no limit on how much you can make on the generational matching bonus. So that's awesome. And that's a great way to earn residual income. Really, the generational matching bonus and the cycle bonus are what turn into your residual income, which is wonderful. And then the next one is just your retail profit. So these are all the ones, the 3 prior that I spoke about are for distributors or brand partners. They're sometimes referred to as. These are for the retail customers. So if somebody just purchases 1 sleeve of X39 for $150, you're going to earn $50. If somebody signs up as a preferred customer or preferred customer plus, every time their auto ship order goes through, you'll earn $20. So every auto ship, you'll get the $20. So that's it for the retail. And these are the different rank qualifications, which is actually what I'm going to switch over to now. So just want to do a quick recap because I know it's a lot of information quickly. So your product introduction bonus is what you're going to earn for the people you enroll. If you enroll a silver, you're going to earn $50. If you enroll a platinum, you're going to earn $150. The only caveat to this is if you personally are a diamond, within your first 90 days of being that diamond, your product introduction bonus for platinum is actually $300, and your product introduction bonus for diamond is actually $500. So that's condensed version of the product introduction bonus. Condensed version of the binary commissions or your cycle bonus, every time your lesser leg has 330 and your greater leg has 660, you cycle and you earn $50. Those points get subtracted from the tree and you earn $50. Depending on your rank, you could earn up to $25,000 a week. That's the condensed version of the binary. And then the condensed version of the generational matching bonus is those who you personally sponsored, who are your first generation, you earn 25% of their cycle bonus. And for your second generation, which is the people you sponsor who they sponsor, you earn 20%. And for your third generation, also 20%. That is if you hit the qualifications for each of those. But your first qualification, just being paid as a manager or above and being on 110 points personally active. This PV is personal volume versus, if we see it here, business volume, which is not you, it's other people in the tree who have ordered. So that's that. And when it comes to retail, $50 you'll earn if they sign up as a retail customer, $20 per order if it's a preferred customer or preferred customer plus. So that's the gist. That's how you make money within Lifewave, within this compensation plan. From here, I wanted to take you through how to hit the ranks. So the bottom of this page tells you the qualifications, but if you keep scrolling down on this compensation plan page down here, once it loads, sorry, I am in a different country with not normal Wi-Fi. It shows you how to reach manager, how to reach director, and how to reach senior director. So I recommend printing out this sheet because they've got all these lines so you can write in the people as you sponsor them. So let me also make this one bigger. I'm going to click on the link. A little smaller so we can see it all at once, but just manager. So to get to manager, easy. All you need, 2 personally sponsored silver or aboves on your left leg and 2 personally sponsored silver or aboves on your right leg. You personally need to be a gold kit and you need to be on 110 points per month to be active. So if you enrolled as a silver, the next step you're going to do is upgrade to gold. That's it. You don't need to upgrade again after that, but you will need to upgrade to at least gold. So if you didn't start at gold and you started at silver, upgrade to gold on your next time you're placing an order. And then from there, one thing to note is this is 110 PV. If you've noticed, after you order your X39, those are worth 77 points, which is why at the bottom here, you'll see start a subscription order of 2 sleeves of X39 because you're going to need 2 to have enough volume to be considered active as a manager. When you're a silver and you're not a manager, you only need 55 points, which would just be 1 sleeve. So you can either upgrade. This one says upgrade to a diamond pack because there are the extra perks that come with that. But as long as you're a gold, that's all you need. So I would print this out because you can write your name here and then whoever you personally sponsor on each of those. So that's it for manager. Now, if we keep scrolling down, what you'll find the next one we've got is director. I gotta make it a little smaller so we can see everything. So the next one is director. Now, director, you'll notice on this document, those circles in yellow is who you've personally sponsored. So you only need to have personally sponsored 3 people on your left and 3 people on your right. All 3 of these people on each side need to be a silver or above, and 1 on each leg needs to be a manager, which means that they have to have 2 silvers or above on each of their legs personally sponsored, and they need to be on a gold kit. So that's how you reach the rank of manager, which really all that means is you continue to sponsor silvers or above personally, and you help those people that you've sponsored sponsor silver or aboves for them. So it's just helping each other continue to sponsor more people, to share the product with more, and to have them have wonderful stories of success, like I'm sure your personal testimony is, if you haven't already heard the testimonies of other people, probably on this call. I'm not exactly sure the order of this call, but there have been quite many testimonies of what the product can do. So all it is just continuing to share the product and help those who you've already shared the product with share the product. So director, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, silver or above, and 1 of each of those 3 needs to be a manager. And again, you'll notice it's just 110 points. So once you've upgraded yourself to gold, all you need to be is on the 2 sleeves of X39 per month auto ship, and that would work. And then the next rank that we're going to talk about, senior director. And it's really not that much different. All you need, silver or above, you'll see, again, it's just 3. All you need minimum is 3. We obviously recommend a lot more. We say 20 on your left, 20 on your right, personally sponsored by you. But compensation plan wise, all you need is 3. So 2 silver or aboves on each leg, and a third who needs to be a director, which if you remember what we just did for director, all they need to do is help 2 of their personally sponsored people become managers. So it's just a system of helping people. It's just help who you've sponsored, help who they've sponsored, all boats rise in a rising tide, and it's just about helping and community. But again, I'd recommend printing this out so you can write in everybody's name as you continue to sponsor and as they rank up. One thing to keep in mind is that your rank is based off of each week. So each week you have to be active. The people you sponsored need to be active. It's great to go in and check, and I'll show you a couple of tricks so you can check and see when people need to place another order. If they aren't already on auto ship, you can see that as well. So to go over manager one more time, I won't go over all of them, but just to go over manager one more time, you personally need to be on a gold or above, and you need to personally sponsor 2 silvers or above on your left leg and 2 silvers or above on your right leg. So that is that when it comes to the compensation plans that I wanted to go over. Let me bring this back to 100%. And if you want to have more resources, there's a couple of videos here. There's one done by Onyx Cole and one done by Alex Rager. So those are really great. They're a little bit more in depth than what I'm going over here now. So if you do have additional questions, they're probably answered within there, but I'm trying to keep it condensed for you today without giving you too much information. There are a couple of different languages here because we have taught this system, around. So there's translations. If you have people, Italian, they live in Italy and you want to build a team in Italy, some of this is translated. And then Lifewave corporates documents are here too. So this page on the Build 331 is really great when it comes to learning the compensation plan. That's all I was going to go over business-wise. I did also want to make sure you guys were familiar with the startx39.com website. If you don't have this one, I would make sure you write this one down as well. So the 2 important websites to write down besides your website, of course, is startx39.com and build331.com. So startx39.com, if you haven't already seen it, this is strictly X39. Lifewave does offer all of this information, but it is with all of the other products, and X39 is their best product. It's always over 80% of corporate sales every month. So we stick with X39. So we put together this website. You've got a couple of short videos if you're somebody who just wants to have the videos, or if you keep scrolling down, we go into science. This PDF, it's quite long. It's like 40 or 50 pages. The story of how David Schmidt, the CEO and the inventor, came up with the X39 and how we got there. Benefits, the patents are up here. This health tracker is really great to share with people so they can score themselves 1 out of 10 every day. Science video for 20 minutes. And when you get down to the bottom here, there's more in-depth science. So some people like a lot more of the science, so you can get into it. And the good thing is, they have to come back to you to sign up. So you can send this website to everybody and nobody can sign up here. They have to go back to you. So just wanted to make sure that this website was shared as well. And then I was going to do a little back office training as well. Let me get to the home page. So I have, this is in Italian. I don't speak Italian yet. Let me switch it to English. Okay. This is just a little tester account that I've got that I can show you a couple of things in the back office. So once you've enrolled, you'll have something that looks exactly like this. So this is your home screen. You'll see what you need to do to reach the next rank. So for most of you that just started, it would probably be manager, and it'll tell you, do you need 1 more silver in your left leg? Do you need to be on a gold kit? Whatever you're still missing, it'll say here, if you click into the view promotion details, Your commissions that you earn every week will show up here. You can go into that in more detail. Here, this is just a test account, so they're not active, but normally you would have a green check here. And if you ever see this yellow one, it'll tell you what date you need to place an order by to stay active. So that one's important. Just your orders, your team's activities, and there's an incentive going on right now. So there's the incentive down here, but this box isn't always there. So this is your home screen. A couple of things that I first wanted to point out. If you hover over store, if you did not start with the diamond kit, you're going to have your upgrades options down here. So if you started as silver and are going to need to upgrade to gold or higher to reach the rank of manager, your next time you're going to go into here and it's going to say you're going to the upgrade kits. Say yes, I want to go, and you get to pick, and it shows you how much volume and what the cost would be for each. So that one's important there. What else would I point out? Organization. This one is my favorite, and personally I like binary tree viewer. This is where you can see exactly how your tree is looking with people on your left leg or people on your right leg. You'll see this person has 150 people on their left leg. They've never built anything in their life. They have 150 people on their left leg just because other people have continued to sponsor below them and nobody on the right, of course, because they haven't put anything there. But you'll see there's the plus symbol here. So this is where you can add somebody. So if you wanted to personally type somebody's information in to make sure they got on the right leg, you would click this plus here and it'll take you to the enrollment kit selection. So then you would need all of their information, you know, their phone number, their email, their address, their credit card, all the sign up information, but you can go through and do this manually. You can also sign somebody up yourself if you hover over organization and go to enroll new. It'll also take you to that enrollment kit selection. What I would say though, is when you go to this enroll new, it's going to automatically go to your strong outside leg unless you change your settings. So I can show you how to change your settings here. Go to your avatar, avatar is the right word. Go to your avatar and click on change settings. And it'll automatically pop up on account settings. That's fine. If we scroll down here, what is your binary placement preference when you begin sponsoring new members? This one's set for built right, but you can pick left, right, or strong leg outside. I think it automatically does strong leg outside, so I must have changed it when I was showing somebody else how to do this. So that's important there. So binary tree viewer, that's where you go if you want to put somebody specifically. But if your settings are already set so that they'll go where you want them to go, you can just go to enroll new, or you can send them your link directly, and then that's where they would end up going. Besides that, personally enrolled team, this is where I would go to see if somebody is going to expire soon, they need to place another order, etc. There's no information here because this person hasn't sponsored, but you can see based on all the tabs at the top, if we scroll over, next order date, next auto order date. So if over here, status, they either have that like the little yellow triangle or the X, then I would scroll over and see when their next order date is, or if they're on auto order. And if they don't have something scheduled, then you can send them a message or give them a call and just remind them, because if they don't stay active, then their points are going to flush. And those are points that they can use for their cycle bonus. So we don't want any of that to happen. We want people to be able to continue to earn with their cycle bonus. So that is really nice here in organization. Besides that, I don't want to give too much information because I know this has been a lot, but I wanted to just give a little bit of tidbits here. Those are the two most important things I would say in the beginning, is knowing where to put somebody on your left or on your right. So again, that's from binary tree viewer. If you want to personally pick where people go, I suggest 20 on your left, 20 on your right, and I would go 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Try to keep it as even as possible. Definitely what I would recommend in the beginning, and then your upgrade kit here under the store selection. So I think that's everything that I am going to go over today. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, I'm here, I'm available. The rest of the team is available, but that should be a good gist to get you started. Print out your form for how to become a manager, start filling in the blanks, and realize if you need to upgrade to gold, to make sure you do that. And just familiarize yourself a little bit with the compensation plan. Here's the key though, going through this website, going through the build331.com, that doesn't actually grow your business. It's not a money-making activity. The money-making activity is really sharing the product with other people, giving people free samples so that they can experience some of the wonderful benefits for themselves and start to put their body in a state of healing. And then from there, the rest of it just happens. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Enjoy, have a beautiful, blessed day, and let me know if you have any questions, okay? Bye.
All righty. Well, thank you, Sierra, for coming through. I don't know how to, here, let's do this. There we go. She came through all the way from Italy, and dropped some knowledge. So there's a little bit of stuff to basically kind of begin familiarizing yourself with the system that's in place. So we talked about the importance of, for building, becoming a manager, just what that means, and then leveling up, and then the camaraderie, the collaboration that comes from people just working together to help one another. Because, if we're on the same team, I succeed when you succeed, and then ad infinitum, it keeps going on down the line. The people that you bring in, they succeed when you succeed. So everybody working together helps one another. So, so were there any questions, Chris? I know you were watching the chat.
Yeah, I think most people probably just listening and taking notes. We did have, obviously, we had the one question: repeat what the 331 means. And so, I think Shell maybe answered it, but it's patch 3 people each day. You're going to follow up with 3 people each day, and you're going to invite one person to join and build with you each day. So
Right.
the way it's a perpetual motion thing, where today you invite you're going to patch 3 people.
Yeah.
By the time you patch those 3 people, they start seeing benefits. And I see Angela, I think it was Angela, mentioned her experience and then her friend's experience at work. So then you can go back to that same person once they have that experience, and then you can, follow up with them. Hey, what was your experience like? What did you feel? Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes they'll be like, I felt amazing. It was incredible. It's like magic. Sometimes they'll be like, I didn't really notice anything. So the follow-up is going to be your opportunity to dig a little, help them understand how to use the patches properly, because, make sure people are doing things the right way. Make a suggestion for how they can improve so they can get better results. And then out of those 3 people that you talk to, you just invite one. Hey, well, you want to make money with me? You want to join the business? Like, that's what that is.
Yeah, that's it. I'd say it's a pretty simple way. That's a pretty simple, a more steady, slower way to just do it, because what's going to happen is, just like Angela was saying, that, a friend was experiencing some pain, and she says, like, here's one of my patches, you know what I'm saying? And then within a few minutes, that pain subsided. That's one of those, it worked that quick. I mean, we're talking about 90 seconds, 120 seconds. You know what I mean? It's not a long time, and there was a difference. And it's just like, that's just one of the benefits that happens in the short term. It's one of the quicker things, because it does continue as time goes along. So,
and I'll say that we are also learning as we're using the patches, and I've been sharing the patches with people. I'm learning who is getting those instant results and who is gonna be maybe like a 3 week before they really start noticing. So somebody like me, if you guys have wellness professionals in your arena, in your community, and you want them to get on this, they need to understand it's going to take a few weeks, because anybody who regularly detoxes and doesn't have an exorbitant amount of inflammation in the body, they don't usually see things instantly. Now we are understanding some ways to get around that, to get you guys to be able to give everybody an opportunity to have that benefit instantly. But what we've noticed is people with a lot of inflammation in their body, they typically have those instant benefits. So if you have wrist pain and it's due to inflammation, you're probably going to see it reduce instantly. If you have lower back pain or whatever, wherever you might have pain, or even if you have excess body weight, that's just inflammation, those people may notice that their weight is going down daily, right? So we just need to understand how the patches work, how they benefit you, and then we can choose who we patch, right? Who we give samples to. Other people, they're going to need a 30-day kit. Like for me, if somebody was going to promote the patches to me, they would need to tell me, Chris, you should get a 30-day kit. It's going to take you about 3 weeks to see anything. And then we have a sheet on that. I think it's on the Build 33 website, where you can download that sheet that helps you be mindful of your body. Right, John?
The health tracker. Yeah.
Yeah. Tracker. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the it's good information, because I would say even for people in AHA, and we've been doing a lot of fasting and stuff, but we're all different, like the amounts and the different strategies we've used to achieve a certain result. So you may have done a lot of something, but maybe not quite enough of something else. And then when you put the patches on, you're like, oh, I'm feeling something pretty quickly. For someone else who did a lot of deeper cleansing, it's like, okay, well, I'm not really feeling it just yet, but it will take a little bit longer, like Chris was saying. So it's the kind of variation. That's why they say, like, they got the guarantees too, because people can be worried about not feeling anything. It's like, oh, just give it time, but it's not you actually have time to use it, to get an experience without the pressure of feeling as though you might waste your money. But it's important to keep in mind that just like you can't feel your hair grow, when you look at your hair a month from today, it's going to be different. Like, oh, it did grow, I just didn't notice it. And over time, those cumulative effects, now you got 6-7 years of hair and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got a lot going on, you know what I mean? So just another thing to be aware of as far as like how this process actually works.
Yeah. And that's a really good point. Remember, guys, that 90-day money back guarantee says a lot. Companies do not do 90-day money back guarantees. Only a company that truly believes in their product. And once again, the chat is blowing up with people talking about their experience. So we know that it works. All we got to do is patch people. And obviously we've got this question here. John, did you want to take that? What is an ideal amount of time of patches to share with someone?
An ideal amount of patches to share with someone. So I would say that question's a little bit nuanced. And what I mean is there's going to be different levels of people and their interests. So for one, it's going to be an intuitive thing for you to gauge interest. If you've done things like, okay, I'm a nerd with certain stuff. If you studied body language, for example, if you studied like speech patterns, or if you know the person pretty well to know how their demeanor and how they typically move and make decisions. So that's one factor. If they are somebody that either struggles with sleep or not enough energy, they abuse coffee, abuse caffeine and energy drinks and that sort of thing, then there's a good potential. That's something that you could utilize the knowledge to patch them. Now, they talk about just the X39 and stuff, but there's other patches that have more, also that have other immediate effects like energy and sleep. So if you're dealing with somebody if sleep and fatigue is an issue, you've got options and things that you can give that might only require one patch, or 2 or 3 patches. So if there's somebody that's interested and they've got a lot going on, you're like, man, you got lots of different pains and that sort of thing, you can give them, you know, some people say 3 to 6 to 9 patches, depending. But that's why I said using a little bit of your knowledge, the intuition, the body language, gauging interest, because people, people will take anything for free, right? If it's a sample, they'll take it. That doesn't mean they'll use it, but that doesn't mean that they won't use it. That doesn't mean that they won't, ignore it, but then give it to somebody else who seems interested. And then, you're kind of getting this other type of feedback. So I would say, trust yourself. It's a learning process, just like how you, Chris, were sampling different people and noticing that people that are already feeling something tend to respond quicker, and people that aren't, they take longer. So it's kind of that type of game you got to play as far as, is it worth it? If they're pretty healthy and they're interested, you know what I mean? But they just like, okay, I may not need it as much as, my sixth friend or whatever, but I have understanding that this is something major. So, you know what I mean? So maybe for that person, give them something more hard hitting that would affect your sleep or your energy.
Here's what I would say as far as the patching goes. So John, that's extremely good information, and that's perfect, right? It's a learning experience. So here's what I would say from my experience patching people. First of all, invest and get yourself a gold kit, because if you get a gold kit, you can be generous with your patches. Then you just use what John said to help you gauge who you patch, but patch a lot of people, and you will learn who to patch and who not. I learned within probably like a week, maybe let's say 2 weeks of patching, but I had a lot of patches to give, so I wasn't concerned, right? So you get the gold kit, you'll learn who to patch, how to patch, and then you'll become better at gauging who to patch and how to patch. But as a general rule of thumb, as John mentioned, if they have a ton of issues, especially if they have inflammation, and you know that, and you can kind of gauge that, 3 patches. They're going to see something probably instantly. If it's someone like a wellness professional, they're more knowledge based, they do detoxing, they're probably going to need 10 to 15 patches, right? And you might not want to give them that many, but what you can do is encourage them to give the patches to their family, right? So if you were going to try to get me, I would convince me to go ahead and buy a 30-day supply. It's a 90-day money back guarantee. Give me a 30-day supply. Tell me to wear it every single day. Give me my mindful, what was it, John? The wellness chart.
Yeah, the wellness tracker.
The wellness tracker. Then I would tell me, if there's anyone in your immediate circle that deals with inflammation, back pain, whatever, patch them. You basically already turned me into a builder. You instantly turned me into a builder, because if I patch my friends and they see a result, now they're going to want to buy. Guess what? Even if I don't feel anything, I got to get into business so that I can get credit. You see how that works? So there's a lot of ways you can approach it. I'll say, lastly, don't overthink it. What did you say, John? Use your intuition. Don't overthink it. Just try 3 patches, try 5 patches. I gave a guy 3 patches. I gave him 3 of 2 different patches. So he got 6 total, but 2 different ones. One for sleep, one for athleticism. Came back. He had little results, even though his results were good, because he said he slept better. But to him, that wasn't enough. I gave him like 6 more patches, and I never heard from him again. And he is a very fit guy. He's very young. He's pretty healthy. He just has bad sleep, and it wasn't enough to move the needle for him. He would need to actually get a 30-day kit. So in retrospect, I would never patch somebody like that again. I'm not telling you all not to do that because you need to talk to them. I just know him really well. And so I knew a lot of information about him. And so I'm saying, like, he's not just a random. That doesn't mean you guys can't patch people at the gym, because people at the gym will notice that if they are exercising, they recover more quickly. So if it's in a gym setting, that probably be a great place, and focus their energy on how quickly their muscles heal. You know, so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And one of the things that some of the people like the phrase is it's ignorance on fire, which I enjoy that phrase because it's funny to me that when stuff is funny to me, I just like, oh yeah, I like that. But ignorance on fire, and it's just what that basically means is just you're running off of pure passion. You don't know what you're talking about, but you look, I got the resources here. Go to startx39.com. Here's the patches. Just you have a little pain there, wear it. Oh, the pain started to go away. I told you. Well, how does it work, man? I don't even know. It's like magic to me because I just don't know. But here's the website that explains it. And it's just like, boom. Just, this is one of those things where with minimal tools, one little wafer and a web address, you can sample somebody and get them the knowledge that maybe you haven't internalized fully yet.
Yep.
I think a lot of times I can deal with like analysis paralysis, like thinking of all this stuff. Sometimes you just got to go in there with pure passion and be like, boom, here, try this patch. And here's a website to explain it. I don't know how it works, but it's like magic and it works.
So John, you make a good point, man. So Angela had mentioned that she needs to work on her elevator pitch. The patches don't need an elevator pitch. That's the beauty, especially if you're in person with somebody. And I'm going to show you all a resource that our team has put together that is incredible. And I carry them around with me in my bag. Okay. It's just this little envelope. The envelope has the X39 website on it. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
So it's got a whole bunch of general information about how the patches work. So you don't need to know anything. All you need to do. Hey, do you have pain? Yes. Where is your pain? Oh, it's on my lower back. How much pain do you have? Would you say it's a 10? Would you say it's a 1? Oh, it's probably about a 6. How long have you had the pain? Oh, shoot, man. It's so long I can't even remember. Months. Cool. Put this patch on. I got this patch. It's some kind of light therapy. Put it on. I used it for my back pain and it went away like overnight, right? Once you put the patch on them, they're going to feel the difference. Once they feel the difference, they're going to want to know what this is. That's when you hand them this envelope with your samples in it. Give them 2-3 samples or whatever. And then tell them to go visit the website. The website has all the information on there. So if you guys haven't been to X39, go there and it will teach you as well, right? Then once they say, well, where can I get more? That's when you give them your link. It's easy. You don't need to know anything. Everything's been done for you. Like we're really, and then if they want to learn more, or if they are like one of those hard cookies, we're going to start setting up calls probably weekly, and you guys will be able to invite your people to the call. So let's say you patch Teresa on Monday. She had wrist pain. You patched her. She saw a good result. She went to the website. She likes it, but it's a lot of money. She's still kind of iffy, right? Then you have her come to one of the calls. We do a testimonial on the call, and we talk about how, our sister had nerve damage and started to get sensation back in her foot after using the patch for 1 day. And then she says, oh yeah, I want that. What's your link? You know what I mean? So don't overthink it. Ignorance on fire. Good, John. That was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's people some of the people that I speak to have seen like the difference, like in my energy and stuff. And I'm just like, man, you just gotta I've talked to so many people, just in my, in my contact list, and it's been cool. I'm just like, 'cause my thing is, like, I'm not trying to sell you. I want you to try this. Like, I want you to try this because it'll sell itself. It doesn't need me to do that. If you just try it. And the funny thing is, how we get to, as we age, and stem cells start to slow down and all that kind of stuff. Anytime you start something early, like the earlier you catch it, the easier it is to maintain or to gracefully transition from, let's say, 3 decades to your 4th decade or your 5th decade. I'm talking about life here. I'm talking about being alive. When your body has less stuff to fix, then it feels and looks better as it gets to that different place. You know what I mean? It's just like, you could look at 2 people the same age and they could look vastly different based on just how well they've taken care of themselves. So, if you have something, for younger people, like, they may not be too hot about it because, oh, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm good. But although nowadays the younger people are starting to experience stuff that people typically don't experience at their 50s and 60s. So, that whole argument could be going out the window because, just the way things are happening with a lot of people. But that's why this is so important, because it's going to be the people like you who share it, regardless of, the age or whatever, just to put it out there. It needs more exposure. But yeah.
All right. So here's how AHA is going to serve you all. So we mentioned the weekly calls. We're going to get those going. We're going to announce that. You guys will know, and you'll be able to invite your people, and they can just learn about the patch, have more information. The second thing is, we're putting together a special group specifically. I need you guys to pay attention to this. It's specifically for gold kit members. Okay. So if you got a bronze or a silver, you're going to have to upgrade in order to be a part of it. But there's going to be some amazing incentives that come along with you being gold. Number one, we're gonna talk specifically about building business in the gold group. In the regular Lifewave group, we're going to talk more about the benefits of the patches, how to use them. It's going to be for people who just need to use it for wellness. Okay. But for those who are serious about building, you're going to want to be in the gold group, because we're going to be talking strategy, and we're going to be helping you guys be more successful. One really cool idea that we came up with was it's an opportunity for gold members who are serious about building. We are going to be giving you guys opportunity to get your link on the AHA platform in a big format. So we're gonna come out with some criteria. Okay, the first thing is going to be, you're going to have to be gold, and then we're gonna share the criteria with you. And when John and I go live, when we talk about the patches, you will have a opportunity to have your link shared. All right. So we'll tell you more about that once we get in, get the gold group set up and all of that. But you're gonna want to go gold. Plus, as Sierra mentioned, gold is where gold unlocks the potential of earnings. So if you're not a manager or above, you're limited on how much you can make. And let me tell you, you'll cap that really fast. Especially working with us. We're going to help you guys generate a lot of income, meaning, a couple $100 a month easily. So you're going to want to go gold so that you don't reach that cap, because, just be missing out. We are going to send links to all of the gold members that already exist. I already have y'all's emails. We're going to send links to all the gold members, invite you to the gold group. So you guys could be looking out for those emails. The other thing that I want to do, John, if you don't have anything else, is I wanted to give you guys an opportunity. If anybody has a testimonial that they want to share briefly, just maybe 1 or 2 minutes, if you want to come on and share, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You guys can come and just share. Just be concise, because we're pretty much running out of time at this point. But I wanted to give you guys a chance, because testimonials are always motivational. We all love hearing them. So link is in the chat. John, if you've got anything else, you can go ahead and kind of
Yeah.
do that while
So
we wait.
yeah, the envelopes, you would have to sign up on the website. I believe it's on. No, it's not Bill 331. It's on the Quantum website. You would have to sign
I
up.
think it's on the Bill 3.
Well, it's on one of them. We can double check, but in order to get basically you just sign up, and then you would have access to the envelopes. Essentially, you have to sign up, and then basically you have access, so you can go in there and purchase however many you want, so you can have them. So yeah, but let me see. Okay. I think that was pretty much.
Sorry, John. I was glitching out. What were you were saying? They had to sign up for what?
Oh yeah, they had to sign up for the in order to be able to access and buy their own envelopes. Like the little inserts and everything. You have to sign up on the website. It's either on the Quantum Field Team website or the Build 331. I'm pretty sure it's Quantum Field Team.
There's no sign up. You're talking about the actual Vistaprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vistaprint. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, on Vistaprint, but they got it all set up and okay, it's on the Build 331, but there's links to get to the envelopes. Got you. Okay.
Yep. Okay, let's bring on Angela. She got a little testimonial.
I ain't gonna keep you long this time. Yes, I tried. I got my order in. My husband put his on first, and he got the sports because he's a coach. I put mine on yesterday about yesterday morning about 8 o'clock, probably about 8:30. I had no more knee pain. I'm supposed to have both my knees replaced. I choose not to. Literally, I put it on the knee that I injured. The other knee, I was compensating for the other one, and they both ended up being damaged. But I put it on my right knee. No more pain. Like I had no pain, and I literally laughed. I was like, okay, this is a mental thing. I done told myself, like, I'm talking to my ward. I done talked to my knee. You don't hurt no more. So I kept it on all day and kind of forgot about it. When I say no pain all day, none whatsoever.
Wow.
Gone. Now I'm thinking I've lost a lot of weight. I'm eating healthy. It's going to take a minute to work, immediately no pain. I don't even really have inflammation. I didn't think I didn't have inflammation. Evidently something's going on. But no pain. So I forgot about it. I started getting nauseated probably about 9:30 or 10 o'clock last night. And I was like, I don't know why I was sick. And I remember, Chris, you mentioned about being nauseated when you first, I believe this is what you said, when you first got on. I thought about that. So what I did was I realized, I said, oh, I still have this patch on. And I asked my husband, do you have yours on? He said, no, I took mine off. You need to take it off. So I took it off, showered, got ready for bed, got up this morning, put it on, and I put it on the other knee that was hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, do I need to? And I wanted to ask, can I wear 2 patches? Because I wanted to slap both of them boogers on both knees so it could just go away. Because I just been dealing with the pain. And so I put it on one knee, my left knee, no pain. I was literally skipping to work. I wore heels. I haven't worn heels in a long time. For my heels, I'm thinking I'm cute, And when I got to work, I had a little, pep in my step. Well, my coworker, she's been having some arm issues and she's getting injections and all this. And she literally said my arm hurt. And I turned to her and I was like, that's what I mean by I need elevator speech because I didn't even know what to say. Because I'm saying, oh, it uses Lifewave. I hate guessing at stuff. Yeah. And I'm a presenter for a large district and I like to know information and I want to say things accurately. And I was not able to speak to it because, it's just been a lot of information. Mm-hmm. So what I ended up doing is I'm like on my phone trying to find out to get my buzzwords in. And I told her, I said, you know what? Let I just roll up my pants. I said, you want to try it? You can try it. She said, I can. I said, yeah, you're not going to get no germs, and all that kind of stuff. So that was a concern. And I think someone mentioned it's nothing going into the body. I mean, coming out of the body to someone else is coming in. So I explained it to her and she put the patch on. And when I tell you the moment I stuck it on her, And because it wasn't sticking, because she had on some oil, I'm like rubbing it on, and it stuck finally in one spot. And the moment I took my finger away, she sat there and she started to write with her hand. She looked at her arm and I looked at her because we were sitting in a meeting. We couldn't talk. She says, this is crazy. It hadn't even been a mid 20 seconds. She said, my pain is gone.
Yeah.
And she looked and I was like, yeah. And she said, do you have any more? I said, they're at home. And I'm still at work right now. I'm still at work. And I said, well, if I don't get them to you tonight, we'll talk tomorrow. So I told her I'm going to give her a couple. And then another lady was listening and she said, I used to have those patches. I got them from my brother. And she couldn't remember what the name of them was. And I told her, she says, that's it. And she said it had been a while. And I was like, are you selling them? Are you having? She says, no, he just gave me a couple. I tried it, a year ago, and I never did use it. And so we had a whole conversation. They had to tell us to stop talking in our meeting. So I am meeting her tonight if I got to drive over there, but I got an important, I have, I'm Revitalize Your Journey. So I have some work to do for Sunday, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to her house tonight. First thing in the morning.
That is so exciting.
But okay, this is another thing. Because I gave her my patch, my knee hasn't hurt. I was aware that it was going to start hurting and throbbing but I had it on fairly long before she asked for it, probably about 4 hours. So that's something I don't know if anybody ever noticed when they gave their patch away, did their pain come back?
Well,
yes.
Oh, go ahead, John.
Well, I was going to say because I wear them for my knee as well, and I think my issue might be a little bit more severe. But when I took my patch off, the amount of relief I had stayed. So like I didn't take it off, and it's like, oh, it's back to how bad it was. It stayed. So every time it didn't come back for me either, like how it originally was.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this speaks to what is actually taking place. It's not a placebo. It's not some type of numbing something. It's the stem cells going to work. The stem cells don't clock in and clock out. They just work. They just do what they're supposed to do. And so as you're getting the relief from the pain, you're also getting healing. That's important to understand.
Yes, and I did have one question to ask because I put mine on the area where my pain was. My husband put his on the back of his neck. I'm just wondering why they gave you the instructions on where to put them, but they really don't mention in your pain area.
Because when they were doing the studies, because they did laboratory studies on this, and whenever you do a study, it's the repeatability of it. So if I'm putting a patch here and I'm putting a patch here, in order for it to be a study and to test the effects, I need you to do the same thing every time.
Yes.
That's why. Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, I will tell you that there is a major compliance component to this when it comes to Lifewave. Don't get frustrated with the company. They're insulating themselves because literally you see, this is literally like magic, right? So this is a major problem. The lady that you gave it to who's getting injections, those injections are probably thousands of dollars a month. They're about to lose all that money. See, so they're very careful about, compliance. So on the website, everything's very general. You guys, we have to teach each other what it does through word of mouth.
Yes.
So yeah. So you can put the patch anywhere you want. We recommend putting it as close to pain as possible. You can use multiple. And obviously when it comes to, like the performance patch that your husband wear, if he's got an X39 or X49, I would go ahead and just put that in the, the spine, wherever it recommends, because it's not like a pain thing. But if he's working legs that day, it might be good to put it on the lower spine, right? Closer to the legs. So,
Okay. Well, it's game time. I don't even want to say, I want to put mine back on tonight,
I know.
to make sure, but I'll just wait till in the morning.
I'm going to tell y'all like this. When it comes to the patches, you want to take them off after the 12 hours. And it's okay if you go over, 1 or 2 times, no big deal, but you'll start to desensitize to the patch if you overwear it. That's why you don't want to. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, thank you.
That was
You are
incredible.
welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome. Do I hang up on this call or do I go back to the do I
Um,
stay here? I don't know how to do this.
oh, I can remove you from the stage, but yeah, just hang up and then go back to YouTube.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank
Bye bye.
you.
Queen Bonnie, what's up? Tell us what you experienced.
Okay, so I'm gonna be short and sweet. Hey everybody, it's Queen. So last time that I spoke with everyone, well, for the folks who've never heard my story, I was having like issues with like tingling and numbness in my feet and my fingers, right? So the last time I talked to y'all, I told y'all like, yeah, so once I start putting on the first full 12 hours I put on the patch, I started to feel my right foot better, right? So now, um, as we were sitting here talking, like I wasn't even thinking about it, but my I can completely feel my right foot.
Wow.
Yeah, like it's back to normal.
It's
So
back.
it took about what 3 weeks now. I think I've been patching up for about 3 weeks. I was wearing it under my stomach per the recommendation, but today I put it on the for the last 2 days I put it on the back of my neck just to
Uh,
see. Because I was reading and it said like try to switch it up. You don't put it in the same spot every single day. Try to switch it up.
mm,
So, but yeah. So and also yesterday, like I had this dream. Yesterday was the first day that I wore the patch on the back of my neck, and I had a dream, and it was a good dream.
okay, that's
But
good.
I was laughing in my dream, and I laughed myself awake. Like when I woke up, I was literally laughing out loud, and I caught myself like
Wow.
laughing out loud, and I'm just like, yo, what is going on? So yeah, I feel I don't know. I think maybe because I'm wearing it closer to my brain or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, but and like my mood was better, like even better than it was from the first day that I wore the patch just by wearing it higher up.
Mm,
Something else that I've noticed, but yeah, so I just wanted to give a little update on my testimony as far as like my foot, because that was a super scary feeling, like not feeling yourself all the way. So,
yeah.
but yeah, that's all I have, short and sweet.
That.
Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
Oh no, no, I have whenever we're done, I have to go link up with someone who I've done business with before, and cuz I don't know like why I didn't think about her before this meeting, and I'm just like, "Wait, Camila, she's perfect for
Mm,
this. We did business before." I she didn't even I told her about the patch. I'm like, "Hey, have you ever heard of phototherapy?" And she's like, "No, what's that?" Then I'm just like, "Yeah, so da 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 da, stem cells regeneration, da da da." She's like, "Okay, cool." She's like, so what's the commission look like?" And I'm just like,
We
"Yeah,
on
yeah." So we're gonna have dinner tonight, and I'm like 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure she can do. She's gonna do, but I'm like 87.34921% sure that she's going to sign up for gold tonight because yeah, and then so on the back end, that's why I'm saying I only brought this up because I know like certain people know business-minded people. So like
mm,
some people aren't going to resonate with the health part of it, but those people who are like those business-minded people like her for example, always looking for another way, another thing, another like we all know people like that, and
yep.
she's one of those people, so she's going to reap the health benefits on the back end because of her business mind. So and then which is going to make her even more successful because she's going to naturally tell people about it, and yeah. Yeah, so I need her to be one of my managers for sure. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Start thinking about y'all's managers.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Yeah.
Start-
So, but yeah, that's all that I have. Everyone, just yeah, keep it up, keep going, keep patching up. Don't forget, I have an alarm set for 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. So every single day, I have a patch reminder to take it off and put it on. Like literally, I'm terrible at taking medicine orally. Like, um, when I was younger, I took birth control, destroyed me. Okay, we all know that's terrible, but I had to, I had to take a, I have to set an alarm. I'm just one of those type people, and there's a lot of people that are like me that just live life and they forget. Time slips by, and it's like, dang, now it's I done messed up my whole patch time. Like, but you don't want to waste the patch, so you're just like, so just set your schedule up. Like, also recommend that for people to tell their people as well, because we're living life and things are busy. So just set a little alarm, 12 hours apart, like, and that's just something that I suggest to people. So, because it's working for me, and I'm very forgetful. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, that's all that I have. Um, Boost of my mood, and my foot is back. It's alive again.
Which
I'm looking up because you're up there, but sorry.
the foot coming back it alludes to greater healing that's happening in the body. So
Yep.
yeah, as you continue to see it, we'll get more into the greater healing that's happening, but this is a great start. So
Yeah, it really is.
all
Absolutely.
right.
So, all right.
Thank
Love
you.
y'all.
Thank you. Love you
Sip,
too.
sip.
Okay.
So, um, yeah, I do have a quick update on mine too, since we here real quick for all the people. Yeah, I talked about the insomnia, the chronic insomnia. That's been a thing for a long time for me. I normally am in bed. I regularly go to bed at 5, 6 in the morning, and now if I'm not working or something, but I'm actually having the desire and the ability to go to sleep 2:30, 3 o'clock a.m., which for some people still might sound outrageous, but for me, we're talking about a massive reduction, 3 hour reduction in time. So like I'm getting to the point where, maybe by what's it, August, maybe by October, November, I'm in bed by midnight. You know what I mean? And now we're talking about eliminating something that has ailed me for the greater part of shoot, almost 2 decades, really.
Mm,
It's yeah, well, maybe not the greater part of 2 decades, but decade and a half, one of those things. So it's a major thing. But I just wanted to add that onto you know my testimonial so far.
yep.
Yeah. So
There you go. I love the excitement in the chat. I see we got people talking about updating, upgrading. I see D was looking for the link. How do I sign up? My bad. We forgot. I forgot to put the link in there. I forgot everybody on here wasn't already signed up. I just assumed at this point everybody signed up by now. But yeah, I put the link in the chat for y'all, and we're just so excited. Like, can you imagine? Oh, Queen Vonnie said she's also lost 2 pounds. See, just by getting the body in alignment, the body it just naturally starts dropping weight. Um, and then also this is going to help you maintain your weight loss as well. So now we got our challenge. We've got our challenge coming Sunday. We're going to be doing the 5-2. If you guys aren't already signed up for that, I would recommend get signed up for that R72 challenge, or I'm sorry, the 5-2 challenge.
yeah.
We're going to be patching. We're going to be fasting. We're going to be drinking our water. The appetite suppressant tea is back in stock, y'all. So when you join the challenge, it'll be an upsell at the end. You'll have the option to add the appetite suppressant tea. Like this is about to be crazy. This is about to be insane. Yep, it helps with anxiety. It helps with depression. We've Sierra said it helped her with her anxiety. She had like extreme anxiety. Okay, she said 3 weeks in, it was gone, and that's what happens. You're just so used to certain things. It goes like Siobhan at Queen Vonnie had mentioned that her foot. She wasn't even thinking about it. Her foot is already completely back to sensation. That's why it's important to like pay attention and be mindful, because you could forget and you're like, what is the patch doing for me, and forgot. So make sure you guys are journaling, and that's all I got tonight, man. This has been a great call. John, you got anything else?
Absolutely. I was just gonna say, remember the hair analogy with her foot healed up. How you don't realize your foot healed up? Because it was gradually doing it. Your hair's growing. You don't realize it till you look up 2 years and you see how much has come up. So you got to pay attention, but things change. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me. This was a great call. I look forward to seeing you all on future calls. We're gonna get it's good to be an early adopter because this thing is going to set fire throughout AHA and
Oh, yeah.
beyond. So
And beyond.
I'm yeah.
And
if
you guys see how quick it's catching fire just with Angela, you know, like go ahead, John, my bad.
I mean, but yeah, you're right. Just that quick. It was her and another person, then a third person that wasn't even in the conversation. They had to tell them to shut up because they were talking too much in these important meetings. You know what I'm saying? It's that. This is what I'm talking about. So this is why I'm so excited. But you know, there'll be more calls. There'll be more, and I look forward to coupling this with the 5.2 upcoming. So yeah, we patched up, baby.
I'm gonna grab the link real quick for the 5.2 for those who want to join.
Yeah, go ahead and drop the link in there, man.
I'm gonna grab the link real quick. Get ready, y'all. I'm gonna drop this link in the chat if you guys want to join the 5.2. We're gonna be fasting for 5 days, eating for 2 days, and we're gonna be doing mindful eating as well. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna increase your weight loss, because typically with like the R72, we're only fasting for 3 days. The weight loss is more on the, it's less. It's not minimal, but it's less. This is going to boost your weight loss. And then when we do it with the patches and you add your appetite suppressant tea, you're going to get more stem cell production. Remember, when you fast, you increase stem cell production. When you add a patch, you boost stem cell production. When you fast with a patch, you magnify stem cell production. So we're going to get way more out of our fast using these patches. Link is in the chat.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We out. We out of here.
Out.
Thank y'all for coming. Gold members, be looking out for that link. We're going to be inviting you guys to the special gold group. And if you want to upgrade and you guys don't know how to upgrade, you just go into your back office, and then you're going to go to, I'm gonna grab this so y'all can upgrade if you want to. You're gonna go to your back office, and you're gonna see a tab that says Store, and there'll be a little button that says Upgrade at the bottom of the little menu.
Upgrade kits. It says Upgrade kits.
Upgrade kits.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all you have to do to upgrade. So, all right, that's it. We've held y'all long enough. Good night.